The last little while, I've been feeling kind of bleh, tired, unmotivated, and spending way too much time on my phone, especially first thing in the morning, which is prime garden time. It's one of the most amazing times of year, and I don't want to miss it just because of a bad habit of scrolling in the morning. And at the same time, I have a huge amount of stuff to get done to get everything up and running for the season. I have beds to finish assembling and filling. I have plants to get in the ground, and I have a lot of flowers to grow and harvest and arrange. Things feel kind of overwhelming, but I really want and need to turn the beat around. So this week I am shaking things up and trying something new in the morning. I'm getting up a little bit earlier, no first thing in the morning scrolling, and I'm heading right outside to tackle my list before work or anything else. So let's walk through this week together and see if this helps me start off on a better foot. I got up first thing Tuesday morning with a box of dahlia tubers and the plan to get them all planted. I had made a spreadsheet to tell me where everything should go based on color family and the height of the plant, but as it turned out, I just planted everything with my heart. And I ended up getting a couple dozen of them in the ground. I planted in several different spots around the garden, but the process was the same across the board. Pull weeds and loosen the soil, then add compost and flower food and mix it all up. Plant the tuber a few inches deep and gently firm it in. Some I put in the in-ground beds, some in raised beds, but most of them ended up here in this new bed at the edge of the path at the bottom of the back garden. I planted 14 dahlia tubers in here on a 9-inch spacing, which is a little bit tighter than usual, but nothing crazy. There are some dahlias in grow bags on the other side of the path too, so as the season goes on, we may end up with a little bit of a dahlia tunnel here. Look at these cute little sprouts. I was a little groggy and maybe a little grumpy this morning, but it did feel really good to get some things done and spend some time in the sunshine first thing. It set me up for a really productive day of work too. And after work, I even planted a couple more trays of seedlings. So all in all, I'm going to say day one was a success. Well, there was no rain in the forecast when I looked on Tuesday night, and yet I didn't really want to start my day by getting covered in mud, so I decided to sit on my covered porch and work on putting together the third terracotta raised bed. Just a quiet morning on the porch with nuts and bolts and tea and an old episode of the Maintenance Phase podcast. And even though I couldn't do what I'd planned, I still got out of bed, I resisted scrolling, I got outside, and I pushed some things forward. So I'm calling that progress. Later on, the rain stopped and I got to harvest some campanulas, the first ones I've ever grown, and they are so cool. I got to pick the first sweet peas of the season too. The purple ones came from the column at the front of the porch, and the burgundy ones came from the side yard. All of them are climbing slowly but surely, just like your old pal Madge. A sunny morning, woo! It took a minute to decide what to work on because there are, let's say, dependencies. I wanted to put up the third terracotta bed, but before I can do that, I need to weed whack that area. And before I can do that, I kind of need to wait for things to dry out. So I decided to start somewhere else, planting some seedlings in the wedding bed. There's a spot right in the middle It's not entirely empty. There's a couple of small plants, and I'm just going to hoik those out. The level of the bed looks a little low to me. So before I plant, I'm going to add a couple buckets of compost and mix it in, along with a little flower food. I have about 20 or 25 amaranth plants in total, and I think I can fit most of them in this area. Right now, there's these other flowers towering around them, which makes it a little tight, but those are going to bloom soon, and then I'll be able to take those down, and these amaranth will have a little bit more room to stretch out. Once they get to about 8 inches high, I'm going to pinch them, and that will give me a bunch of medium-sized amaranth blossoms rather than one giant one. I'm going to add a few more seedlings to this raised bed on the left as well. A couple of ageratums, some amaranth, and some dusty miller for that silvery foliage. Then I had some work to do, so I had to call it for the day. As always, it did feel really good to get outside, get my hands in some soil, and feel some sunshine on my skin before submitting to the screen for the rest of the day. I took Friday off work because I wanted to get some of these bigger projects done, or at least one. I want to get this bed filled and planted because my seedlings are huge and they need a new home. Last time I worked on this bed, I put some branches and logs in the very bottom and a thick layer of straw on top of that. I've also been putting other random stuff in the bottom of this bed too, like my spent flowers and these ferns that I carefully put into my garage last fall to overwinter them and then proceeded to never think about ever again. Whoops. Sorry, ferns. I'm just going to chop them up a little bit and put in that potting soil as well, just to add some bulk. Next, there was quite a lot of schlepping. Compost, topsoil, repeat. This was not an easy task. Topsoil is so heavy, and every load that I dumped in only felt like it raised the level of the soil up by like 1 inch. I just kept telling myself, eventually, if I keep walking up and down these steps and carrying these heavy things, this bed will be full. And after a while, I did get it full up until the top couple of inches. I think I'm going to use potting soil for that top layer just to make it really easy for the seedlings to branch out and spread their roots into that. But it's going to have to wait until tomorrow because your girl is spent and in desperate need of a long hot shower. Another gorgeous, perfect day, and we are in the home stretch with this bed. I'm just going to put in this big bag of potting soil, and then I'm going to mix it up with the compost and the topsoil that are in the layer underneath. Mixy, mixy, it's my favorite part. Now we can plant. Hallelujah. I got a couple dahlias, a couple amaranth, some scabiosa, some strawflowers, and even a few zinnias. So now 2 out of my 3 terracotta raised beds are completely filled, planted, and ready to grow. The next task is to finish putting together that third bed, level it, fill it, more schlepping, and get it planted out. I also have my zinnia bed in the front of the house to work on, which is going to be another big job. But I'm feeling a lot better about my to-do list than I was this time last week. It's been a really good thing to get up a little bit earlier and get outside immediately. Even the morning I sat on the porch because it was raining was 1,000 times better than spending the first hour of the day lying in my bed dicking around on my phone. So I'm really glad I decided to make this change. And also, I'm really glad that it didn't seem to take much in the way of willpower. Because truth be told, I'm not great at willpower. Usually, I have the most success changing my habits when I feel an immediate benefit from making the change, like feeling happier or stronger. And this week, I have felt both. So for now, let's consider the beet turned around. But my to-do list is still as long as my arm. I just need to keep at it step by step. And it helps to have an hour carved out every morning. If I spend an hour a day, every day, and a little bit more here and there as I can, I will get the last beds set up. I'll get my new roses and the last of my dahlia tubers planted, and the bed in the front of my house cleaned up and planted out as well. It's all starting to come together, so I hope that you will subscribe to follow along as the next round of flowers comes in and the rounds after that too. Wish me luck getting everything done, friends. I'll see you in the next one.